going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Duenkel Productions Podcast. This is, I believe, podcast episode number 21. I think that's right. But today we got two special guests on the show. Coach Muehling, defensive coordinator, linebacker coach at Carthage, and Coach Hass, the head football coach at Carthage College. How are you guys doing today?
We're good.
Doing well, Brett.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's good, guys. Make sure you guys follow our social medias down. I'll link those down below. New Twitter, new Instagram, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys also tune into the Sunday show. We're doing a championship special from 10:30 to 1 o'clock, a 2.5-hour special about all the NFL action this weekend. We're gonna be doing an in-depth breakdown of both games, predictions, all that fun stuff. But guys, let's get right into it. How has the 2020-21 season been for you guys? I would imagine it's been a roller coaster, but what would you guys say about it?
Coach, I'll let you take that one.
Brett, it was wild. We were in the middle of winter workouts, getting ready for spring ball when we got shut down, and then it was kind of a start-stop deal this summer where we weren't going to play, we were going to play, we weren't going to play, we were going to play until they finally, pulled the plug on us in August. But they let the guys come back. We came back on campus. We got to practice all fall, which was good. Obviously with us having a new offensive coordinator, it was great to be able to have that. Without having spring ball, it'd have been tough to play a season. But it was great for our guys on both sides of the football. They got a lot better, and we're lucky enough to be able to play this spring.
That's great. Coach Muehling, would you like to add anything to that?
It's definitely been a different year, different feel in regards to everything. Even recruiting's been different. We get a lot of kids out of the Illinois area, so them not being able to play this fall and, potentially this spring being up in the air for them has been tough and interesting. I know everybody across the nation is kind of waiting to see the ripple effect of all this. It'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. I don't think we quite grasp the impact this will have. We may not for another year or so, but certainly this year it's felt like a weird sense of stasis where everything's stopped, but everything's jumped ahead real quick as well. So it's indescribable. That's for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, a lot of what you guys said makes sense. I've obviously seen a lot of things being affected by this, jobs and everything, everything. This has been a completely weird year. Definitely a weird year for me. I've been pretty much locked in my house for about 11 months now.
Yeah, we've missed you, man. It's been boring around here.
I appreciate it. I appreciate those kind words greatly. But yeah, Coach Muehling, you mentioned the recruiting. How's that been like this year for you guys? I know there's probably a lot of challenges going into this year with all the COVID-19 and the travel stuff and the quarantining for 14 days when you come back from certain states. How's that been this year for you?
It's been tough because, like I said, with a large majority of our recruiting done in Illinois, not being able to get out and see these kids in person at their high schools, on top of the fact that they didn't play senior seasons, so we're not able to evaluate their senior film. Kids grow so much between when they're 16 and 17 and 18 years old that a kid who we saw on junior tape may be completely different than the kid currently sitting in English class right now. So not being able to necessarily get in and see all the recruits has been tough, but that's stressed the importance of them getting out and taking visits and putting themselves on the market because everything's changed from the top levels on down, and it's certainly affected the ability to go out and get scholarships, to get seen at camps. The Division I schools have so many wrinkles in terms of not losing kids and having scholarships that they thought they would, and so many people being in the transfer portal and how it affects high school seniors this year and for years to come. So certainly recruiting has been different. We're just very fortunate that Carthage is such a great product to sell, and certainly we feel great about our staff and our program, that the kids who have come here have been impressed and like what they see. So we got a decent class, together so far, and we're hoping to add some more pieces to that. I'll let Coach kind of expand on that, but although it's been different, it's still been good. But yeah, there's a lot of unforeseen adjustments that we didn't plan on that we're making do with right now. So.
Yeah, Coach Muehling, completely agree. On a lot of what you said. I obviously don't know because I haven't been around as much with you guys, but from talking to you both, over the couple times we've talked, it sounds like you guys have been putting in a ton of work, and it's really been a challenge. And hey, credit to you guys for staying strong. And keep doing what you're doing. But Coach Hass, anything you would like to add to that?
Oh, not a ton, Brett. I mean, Coach Muehling hit it right on the head. It's been the ripple effect. If you're old enough to know what the butterfly effect movie is, we won't know here for a little while what it's going to look like. But the biggest thing is we had to adjust. Like Coach Muehling said, the normal timeline of out in schools in May, camps in summer, game day visits in the fall, visits in the winter, that all got disrupted. And really, the kid or the people that suffer the most are the kids. We still come to work every day, and our lives haven't changed a ton. They're the ones that are trying to make, some big life decisions here with, not all the information. Some of the kids were able to come to campus and see it, and that part's good, but some can't. Maybe they've got someone in their family that can't get exposed, or they themselves really can't get exposed. So they've had to do it virtually. We had a company come in and create a virtual visit for us that's been pretty cool, that highlights our program, and that's helped a ton for us. And really what it's done is it's changed the way we recruit a little bit, at least for the time being. We can't go out and sit in a school with a guy, but, we can do this with a guy. We can get on Zoom and talk to him, and we can show him our campus virtually and talk about the good things that Carthage does provide. So it's been interesting. It's been challenging. It's been different, but, right now we're very happy with where we're at. And I think we'll continue to make great strides.
Now, Coach, just a follow-up question for you. How does the team look going into this season, and will you guys be playing games in the springtime?
We are, yeah. We're looking good right now. We just started getting back in the weight room with our guys. They got back on the 11th of January. Workouts are going well, but we have a 4-game season. We start on the 20th. We're at Carroll, and then we play Elmhurst on the 27th of March, and then in April we play North Park and Milliken. So we'll have 4 games, 4 conference games, 4 good opponents, and our guys are excited to compete. Coach P. Nubis there, he brought the spot the ball mentality to the offense a little bit, and it's kind of put it down, throw it down. We'll play wherever, whenever, however, doesn't matter. We'll get it done.
That's awesome. Coach Muehling, anything you'd like to add?
Oh, no, not really. We're just excited to be able to get out there and play this spring. I know there's a lot of seniors who want to go out on the right note, and certainly it's unfortunate they'll only get 4 games to do it, but I feel like we're really coming together as a team and as a program, and I expect us to do really well in those 4 games or however many games we ultimately play. But we're excited because I think the kids are excited, and I think we could be pretty darn good. We just got to keep trending the way we are right now, and keep working hard.
So, Coach Muehling, I would like to ask you to tell my viewers the story of freshman football season and why you would call me Bert at practice. Just kind of shed some light into that awesome topic to my audience.
Well, there's a lot of reasons that one should call you Bert. The biggest one being you come to practice at Carthage and you aren't wearing anything that says Carthage. Like, you don't know where you're working or why, and you've been provided things to wear to practice. So it's your responsibility to ensure that you wear those, just like we would if you were a player on this football team. So when you can't remember to do the little things right, I can't remember to do the little thing like remember your name right. So you got the moniker of Bert anytime you'd come to practice without Carthage gear on. And frankly, it happened way too often. And we may have to go back to the drawing board and change even Bert to something completely different. You may be Robert or Bertrand or something, even further from Brett than Bert could be. I might just call you Todd. You might be Todd every time you don't wear Carthage gear. So we'll see how that goes. But certainly more people need to make sure that they remind you to stay grounded and stay humble. And you're a Bert until you've earned that Brett. So.
Hey, and just for the audience here, some people will be like, "Oh, these guys are being mean or whatever." It's been a joke. It's all in good fun.
You did take it in good stride, which is good.
I did, and I also lost a bet to you about the Cubs Cardinals. Wasn't too happy about that.
You've lost a number of bets to me over the course of time. So frankly, if you do a segment at all where you make picks, all the betting public should go against anything that Bert would pick. But certainly, if Brett did take serious offense to being called Bert, we might consider allowing a day where we call him Brett by design. But certainly, if he continues to make very poor decisions and athletic bets, especially anytime it concerns the Cubs, why one would even think about putting their money or their mouth on the Chicago Cubs is beyond me. But we different strokes, different folks, and it got me some Taco Bell lunches. Fortunately, I'm a real cheap date. That you got me. I think I had a nice slushie from Taco Bell once, courtesy of Brett Duenkel. So thank you for that.
Hey, that was one of my favorite lunches freshman year of college. I remember that. I still do, in fact. It's something I look back on. But yeah, I want y'all to know that me and Coach Mengel, we have a lot of fun. It's all in good fun, and the whole coaching staff really went along with it. Went along with what Muehling was preaching. So it's all in good fun. But Coach Hass, going back to football now, you mentioned that you have a lot of new coaches and in a lot of new places. What's that kind of been like for you this year? Has it been challenging, difficult, or what's it been like?
You know what, Brett? I think you probably would have thought going into it would be, just because of the transition and being virtual in the spring and stuff like that. But we got a good group of guys. They came together really well. They get along really well. They believe in the same things, and we're very singular focused on that, and it's helped a ton. So the guys have meshed well, and they get along well, and I think we're doing some really, really good things.
That's awesome. Coach Mengel, would you like to elaborate on anything?
I think you always talk about chemistry within a team, and everybody kind of focuses on the player chemistry, which is obviously a huge component of that, but staff chemistry is often overlooked. And, I've worked on a lot of different staffs at this point, and the staffs where I feel like there was great chemistry, we always had success. I think it bleeds down to the players and certainly is contagious in a great way. And I'd like to think we have some really good staff chemistry here. We found a good group of guys, and hopefully it translates to some success on the field. I know everybody involved in this program is going to feel like they had a good time, that we went out there and we competed, and certainly we all did our job to the best of our abilities, but we had fun doing it because this game's a little too hard sometimes to not enjoy it. You put in some late nights and some long hours, and you don't want to do it with a group of people you don't want to go to battle with. And certainly I think we all agree that we've got a good group right now, and we'd like to see how long we can keep it together, because we're gonna have some fun and win a lot of football games.
Hey, yeah, I completely agree with your point about staff chemistry, Coach Muehling. When I was in high school, I worked with a lot of great people on the coaching staff at Westosha Central High School. Made a lot of good friendships, good connections, and I felt like that our staff chemistry those 4 years was off the charts. And whether it was like me running scout team, someone running offense, defense, special teams, running backs, quarterbacks. It was like we were all in it to just work hard every day and work together. And, even my freshman year, like seeing and meeting all you guys, like I just felt like instantly we all connected. It was a lot of fun.
I can't wait till
Obviously.
you meet this staff right now, man. You're going to be excited because
Yeah.
obviously you liked P and I the best, and we're the guys back that you know. So, I mean, just imagine that everyone else you'll like just as much. Can you even fathom such a thing?
I don't know, Coach,
Speaking
but
of
I would
Westosha Central football, Brett, I got two questions for you. One, we did a little research on the podcast and before this happened, went out, some previous episodes, and I noticed that Coach Mengel was on one of the episodes, all decked out in Michigan gear.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And how does that happen? How do you allow Coach Mengel to be a Michigan fan?
Well, the big thing about this podcast, Coach Hass, is, spreading positivity. If you got a favorite team, rep your favorite team. Like it doesn't matter. I always preach to people too. I'm like, whatever you feel the most comfortable in is going to turn into the best podcast. So, Coach Mengel, he must have felt more comfortable in Michigan gear than anything else. So, that's made for a good podcast.
And the second one is, have we had any live footage yet of the Westosha Waterford game? Because I'm pretty sure there was a touchdown scored in that game that was pretty big deal.
There was, yes. I did in fact score a touchdown against Waterford on homecoming. I can't play sports, because of all my medical stuff and all the coaches at Westosha Central High School and the coaches at Waterford made it possible for me to score that touchdown. And it was a great moment, one of the best moments in my life, and I owe all the credit to Coach Mengel on that. It's actually funny, guys. When he told me I was going to suit up for the game, I was kind of like, I was really confused. And it was kind of weird, like they wanted me to suit up, but once that happened, I mean, I don't think I probably slept that night. I talked to so many family members and friends. I literally got out of the locker room at probably 11:30, and I had like 56 phone calls and text messages combined, and it was insane. And I think I responded to almost every one of them before I even went to sleep. So yeah, I mean, it was awesome. And yeah, I'll post on the channel for sure.
There you go.
That video
I'll
up there.
definitely post it. I'll definitely post it. But yeah, I appreciate that, guys. It was a good night, and I know you two have seen the highlight, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call, but
Well, you're a popular guy. People must have heard what you were talking about. Oh, I remember that game. Damn it, that's one of my favorite games ever.
yeah, it's crazy, and I mean too. It's funny. I forgot something at home, and I had to turn around, and my mom was having a bunch of people over before the game to go to the game, and she was like, "Bro, what are you doing back?" I'm like, "I forgot something. I'll be done real quick." And then later that night, come to find out that there's a bunch of people at my house like just after I left, and I was like, it's crazy. And I mean too, can't say enough good things. I mean, the support was awesome. Central student section went absolutely insane that night. Also the Union Grove, the Waterford team was awesome as well. Coming to celebrate, take pictures after the game. Coach Adam Bakken, I believe is his name. The Waterford head coach. He's a great guy. I really appreciate that.
No doubt, man. That's a great moment for sure.
But I want to get you. So, I look forward to watching you guys this season. I'll definitely be watching on my TV like I usually do for the road games. But this year I'll be doing all of them, watching them on my TV, screaming at the TV.
We're probably gonna need you to do the live stream feed for it. You might
Play by play.
Yeah, you might have to be the guy that goes along John Weiser and does the color commentary there.
All right, if someone asked me to do that, I'd be down for sure. whatever whatever fits the best for the team. That's what I'm about. But just real quick, this will be the last question for both of you guys. But I want to ask you guys what kind of the value of your program is. Like, what's one big thing you guys always point to? I know that like everybody has values about like themselves, but what's a good value for the team and the program? You would say. I'll start with you, Coach Haas.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing that we talk about for our guys is when they leave here, we want them to leave here as great people. Better people
Mhm.
than when they came in. And when they go out in the world, they can be great husbands someday and great fathers and great leaders in the community. And that's the beautiful thing about the game of football is it teaches so many of those life lessons that lead to success in all facets of your life. And we want our guys that when they leave here and they're ready and they're going to do some big time things because of who they are as people.
Yeah, Coach Haas, I love your answer there. And it's really true. It's always bigger than football. Football is great. We love football. We love playing it. But life and family and stuff like that is very important as well. Coach Muehling, what would you say? I'm interested to hear this.
Well, I know we talk a lot about just ownership and accountability, and I think that's something we continually discuss as a football program, and it carries over into every facet of your life. Everything we've said, everything you have or you get or have done is earned. Whether it's praise, whether it's a butt chewing, whether it's a place on the bench, whether it's a place on a bus, whether it's a starting job, you've earned it, and just taking ownership of your actions, your words, what you do. Find out the root cause of things. If you're a starter, why'd you earn that job? If you aren't starting, what's going on? Are you doing what you need to off the field in the weight room as far as studying film? But have accountability and ownership for everything you do and all the choices you make. Because life is full of choices every single day. And you never know which one's going to be the one that changes your life forever and affects it. So you have to approach every decision as, if this is a decision that changes my life, am I proud of the choice I made? And certainly I think a lot of our guys are starting to understand how their choices affect things. And having ownership for the things they do and the ways they respond to things, because you can't control everything in life, but you can certainly control your response to a lot of things, and having ownership and accountability for that is huge. And I think we do a good job of discussing how that impacts things in a football game. But
Mhm.
certainly we discuss how it goes beyond the lines and impacts everything in your life. So that's one of the big things that I know is a core value and core tenet of this program. And I truly believe it is something that people need to understand and take to heart, and more than just the football realm of things, but in life. So
Coach Muehling, I'm gonna be honest here. That was so inspirational, man. That was awesome. Um, what you guys said, really stands out, to me especially. And I know obviously you guys very well. With being with you guys freshman year, obviously not this year because of obviously the COVID pandemic, but you guys just being supportive. Coach Haas, when I give you a call, you're like always looking forward to talk to me and whatnot, and it's awesome. And Coach Milan, every time I talk to you, or we're talking, tweeting each other on Twitter or whatever, it's always a lot of fun, or the jokes. And you guys are truly inspirational people, and I love a lot of what you guys said.
well,
it's
thanks,
it's
Brett.
it definitely speaks volumes.
Thanks, Brett. We love having you around too.
Yeah, and I would say a key value that has always been with me is putting the team first, being a good leader, being supportive. You know, I remember a lot of my time at Central, and even with you guys freshman year. And I have a couple of pictures in my phone of just me like coaching guys on the sideline, like junior, senior year, with like the play call sheet in my hand at Central. And it's like, it just gives you so much inspiration that you had a good impact on some guys. You know, you had a good impact on a great group of guys, and you know, a lot of people, you know, tell me that, you know, I'm inspirational, and I always tell people, I'm like, hey, if you know, Carthage is a great football program. You know, they care about, you know, more than just the football player. They care about the person as well.
Well, we appreciate that. We like
No doubt.
we like to think that's how we do it.
Got to get you out on the recruiting trail a little more there, Dennis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, I mean, if you guys need me, virtual visits work. You know, I'll
You'll be on our player panel basically.
All right. Hey, I'm
Zoom
in. I'm in. But thank you guys so much for the insight into Carthage football. You know, I think the audience, like every time I have a conversation on the show, it's always something different. And that's what I think is unique about it, you know. And I'll tell you guys this right now. I am super nervous right now, like without a doubt. And you know you guys, talk to you guys all the time, but first timers on the podcast, never know how it's gonna go. And you know, you guys have been terrific so far, and I appreciate the insight to Carthage football, and I'm sure my audience would appreciate that as well. But before I let you guys go for the day, what are your predictions for this weekend's championship games? We have Bills, Chiefs, and Bucks, Packers. If I could get a prediction from you both.
Packers, Bills. Here we go, Brett.
Okay.
Ooh, hot take, Packers, Bills. I'd love to see the Bills win. I don't think they will. It's hard to go against Mahomes if he plays. So I'm going Chiefs, and then Brett, just because I know you like the Packers, I'm going to take the Bucks, and willing to put 2 double-decker tacos where my mouth is. I'm always willing to put 2 double-decker tacos where my mouth is, but I'm willing to bet you, sir, that the Pack Attack will be grounded by the Bucks.
You gotta take that. You gotta take that bet right now, Brett. That's 2 guaranteed tacos.
I'll tell you this, Coach Muehling, I will not be taking that bet. And I'll tell you guys why. I think this is going to be a classic game. You have Brady and Rodgers, and
can't go against the GOAT.
I think the Packers. You know, I'll obviously get to my prediction on Sunday, but I'll just tell you guys, I like where the Packers are looking right now. But you know, there's a guy on the other side named Tom Brady, and you know that guy's going to be tough to beat. Yeah, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. So
never heard of him. Where's he from?
Yeah, Michigan, or that team up north, as we Ohio State fans call them.
The Ohio State.
But
2 Hoosiers, baby.
No. Hey, I won off you guys like freshman year when Ohio State beat the crap out of Indiana.
They got lucky, man. They got lucky.
They got lucky this year too.
They beat them again this year, and just wait till next year when hopefully we're all back together. We'll be talking about it.
I can't wait.
If Penix is back, it's definitely on, buddy.
I'm putting some double-decker tacos on that one right now.
I might throw in a Crunchwrap Supreme.
Woo! Baja Blast.
Steak.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, hey, thank you everyone for tuning in. You know, guys, stick around for a few minutes. Just want to talk to you guys real quick. But thank y'all for watching. Make sure you guys follow us down below. Make sure if you guys are looking for a football team or college to go to, check out Carthage. Great school, good leaders. These are 2 great people that I know personally. They're great dudes. They're going to put you in the right situation. But y'all have a good night. Stay safe. You know, continue to keep on keeping on, and make sure you guys check out the Sunday show on Sunday at 10:30 because I got some on my sleeve. But thank y'all.